Friday, December 4th, 2020, and our I Can for today says, I can use factors, multiples, prime, and composite to answer questions. So here's number one. We have 6 questions for today. Which number is a factor of 24 and a multiple of 6? So this asks me 2 separate things. I need to find factors for 24 and I need to find multiples of 6. They want to know which is a factor of 24 and a multiple of 6. So here we go. Here are our choices. We have A, B, C, and D. 2, 3, 4, and 12. Now, a too fast 4th grader might just guess here, but we're not going to guess because we want to be accurate and precise. So let's start by finding the factors of 24. Factor means I need to draw a rainbow. So I'm going to draw a rainbow for 24. Here's my rainbow. And I always start in the same place. 1 times 24. Now I'm going to go in order. What comes after 1? 2. And since this is an even number, I know 2 will work. 2 times 12. Okay, let's go in order. 1, 2. What's our rule for 3? If I add the digits together all the way till I get a 1-digit number and I say 3, 6, or 9, then 3 works. What's 2 plus 4? 6. Did I just say 3, 6, or 9? Yes, so 3 works. 3 times 8. All right. 4 works because I know my facts. 4 times 6. 5 doesn't work because it doesn't end in a 5. 6 is already there. So guys, I have to close my cloud. These are the factors of 24. Now let's look. I want to look and see if all of these are answer choices. I see 2. There's 2. I see 3. There's 3. I see 4, there's 4, and I see 12, there's 12. Did that help me? No, it did not help me narrow down my answer, so I need to follow the other step. It says, and a multiple of 6. Multiple, when I hear multiple, I think skip count. The multiples go on forever. So here's 6. I don't even have to do my rainbow. If I'm doing multiples, I just need to make my planets. And so on and so on and so on. We're remembering that multiples go on forever. So if you're having a contest with one of your siblings and you said, hey, I found all the multiples for 6. Your sibling could say, nope, I can find another one. And you could do that all day because multiples go on forever. Let's skip by 6s. 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42, 48, and so on and so on and so on. These are the multiples of 6. Do I see one of these in my answer choices? 6, 12, hey, 12 it is. So I'm going to highlight my 12, and now I know my answer choice. My answer should be D, because these were all factors of 24, but they were not multiples of 6. I had to do both to get my answer. All right, here's number 2. Number 2 says, which has exactly 2 primes and 2 composites? All right. I have a series of numbers. We have A, B, C, and D again. I have 13, 14, 15, 16. I have 2, 4, 5, and 6. I have 7, 8, 9, and 10. And I have 25, 26, 27, 28. Take a second and write those down in your notebook. Now, we have to figure out which two are prime, which has exactly 2 primes and 2 composites. So what that means to me is I need a color. So I'm going to get my colored pencil that has 2 colors on it. You could use a highlighter, you could use whatever you have. Now, some of these I know. I'm starting to remember our song, and I know that the song says 2, 3, 5, 7, 11. So I'm going to write that down. 2, 3, 5, 7, 11. I know these are the starts to my primes. This is from the song. 2, 3, 5, 7, 11. These are all primes. I'm going to circle these numbers that I see. Here's 2, that's prime. Do I see any 3s? No. Here's 5, that's prime. Here's 7, that's prime. No 11. Okay, that helped us a little bit. So let's look. I'm going to look for some more primes that I recognize. Now, prime means if I make the rainbow, it only has 1 stripe. I'm going to start up at the top. Let's start with 13. If I made a cloud for 13, it would be 1 times 13 and nothing else. That means this is prime, because I can't think of another number that I could multiply to get 13. So 13 is prime. 14 is even, isn't it? 14 is 1 times 14. I could also do 2 times 7, so that's definitely composite. So I circled it in a different color. This is my light brown color. 15, I could do 1 times 15. I could also do 3 times 5, so that one's definitely composite. And 16 is even also. 1 times 16, 2 times 8, and even 4 times 4. So this one has 1 prime and 3 composites. That can't be my answer. Nope. This one, we already circled 2. I know this one is a prime. 2 is our only even prime. And 5 is a prime because I remembered it from our song. Let's try 4. 4 is 1 times 4, but it could also be 2 times 2. So that's definitely composite. Now what about 6? It's 1 times 6 and 2 times 3. Good. Definitely composite. So this one has 2 primes and 2 composites. B could be my answer choice, but I don't want to be a too fast 4th grader. I'm going to keep checking because I want to prove and be sure that I'm right. 7 was in our song. I don't have to check that one. 8. I could do 1 times 8. I could also do 2 times 4. So this is composite. 9. Sometimes people think just because it's odd that it's automatically prime, but it isn't. If I picture the rainbow for 9, I could do 1 times 9. And I could also do 3 times 3. So this is a composite number also. Let's circle it. That one's definitely composite. How about 10? 1 times 10, and also 2 times 5. So that's composite. So this cannot be my answer choice. All right, last one. 25, 26, 27, 28. Let's start with 25. 1 times 25. And now look, it ends in a 5. So I know 5 would work in its rainbow. So that number is composite. 26 is even. So we know that number is composite. 27. It's odd. Let me write a little rainbow down here. 1 times 27. Can I do 2 times anything? No, because it's an odd number. What about 3? What's my rule for 3? What's 2 plus 7? 9. Did I just say 3, 6, or 9? Yes, then 3 works in my rainbow. And 27 is also composite. 28 is odd, so that's definitely, 28 is even, I'm sorry. That's also definitely composite. So all of those are composites. So only one of these answer choices work out, and B would be my answer choice. Not so bad once we get the hang of it, huh? All right, next, let's try, I'm switching pages because I have no more room on that page. I want to make sure everybody can see. Here we go. Here's number 3. Which show only composite numbers? So I'm looking for only composites. And of course we have A, B, C, and D. I'm going to skip a line this time so I can show my work a little bit neater. A has 13, 14, 15, 16. B has 2, 4, 5, and 6. C has 7, 8, 9, and 10. Oh, you know what? That's not right. All right, my first one is not right either. Okay, pause. Let me erase these. I just recopied number 1 by accident. Too fast, 4th grade teacher. Okay, let's try again here. I've got 3, 9, 15, 27, and 31. I have 12, 15, 21, 28, and 31. I have 15, 18, 21, 24, and 25. And I have 21, 28, 31, 35, and 41. All right, sorry about that. Which one shows only composites? So composites means it has more than one stripe in its rainbow. I'm going to start by thinking of my song. My song starts with 2, 3, 5, 7, 11. And it goes on and on and on. And I know some of you can even remember the next couple, but I always try to remember 2, 3, 5, 7, 11. I even sometimes remember 13. Now, these are our primes down here. These are the primes that we've memorized from the song. If you see any of these numbers up there, we know that that can't be the answer. Well, I see 3 right here, and I see 3 right here. So 3 is a prime. So are all of these composite? No way. Can't be A. All right, let's look at 12. 12 is even, so that's composite. Remember, all of our even numbers are composite, except for 2. 15, I could do 1 times 15, and I could do 3 times 5. That one's composite. 21, I could do 1 times 21. 2 doesn't work. What is 3? The rule for 3 is if I add them together and I say 3, 6, or 9, what's 2 plus 1? 3. So we know 3 works in the rainbow. That's also composite. 28, it's even. 31, it's odd. So, okay, it doesn't follow the 2's rule. 3 plus 1 is 4. It doesn't follow the 3's rule. It doesn't end in a 5. It doesn't end in a 0. This is a prime. Plus, I remember that one from our song. So guess what? It can't be B either. Let's look at this one. 15 equals 1 times 15. Also could be 3 times 5. 18, we have 1 times 18. It's even, so 2 times something would work, okay? That's also composite. 21, We have 1 times 21. What's 2 plus 1? 3. So if it equals 3, 6, or 9, we know it's composite. 24. 24 is even, so we know that one's composite. 25. It ends in a 5, so I know 5 would work, so that's also composite. So guess what? I think these show all of our composite numbers. But we don't want to be a too fast 4th grader. Let's keep checking. Well, one thing I noticed is I circled 31 as prime up there, and look, 31 is right here. 31 is prime. So can all of these be composites? No. And C is our answer. All right. This is going to be our last one for today. I thought we were going to do 6. We're going to do 4. Here's number 4. Miss Cox has 60 animal books in her classroom. She decided to keep her favorites. And send the rest home with you guys. She's sending 36 home with students. She wants to give the same number to each student. What are her choices? All right, this sounds complicated, but it's not. Miss Cox had 60 books in her classroom. 60 is going to be important. She decided to keep her favorites and send 36 home with students. She wants to give the same number to each student. So we're sending 36 books home. So we want to figure out how many different ways she can split 36. So we're going to make a rainbow for 36, because if I find the factors, then I know what all my choices are. 36. Always start in the same place. 1 times 36. Is 36 even? Yes. So 2 times 18. What's my rule for 3? Let's add them together. 3 plus 6 is 9. Did I just say 3, 6, or 9? Yes, so 3 works. 3 times 12. All right, let's think about 4. Yes, I know this fact. 4 times 9. What about 5? Does it end in a 5 or a 0? No. Okay, so 5 doesn't work, but guess what? 6 times 6 works. And since 6 is closing my rainbow, we're done. Let's put our cloud. These are all the factors of 36. In the cloud are the factors. The multiples would be listed up here with the planets. The multiples go on forever. Now, we want to know how she could send these home to students. I'm going to count my stripes. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stripes. Someone might say there are 5 ways she could do it, but I want to show you something. She could send 1 book with 36 kids, or she could send 36 books with 1 kid. She could send 2 books with 18 kids, or she could send 18 books with 2. Do you see how the commutative property changes it around? I changed the order and it changed the meaning. That's why sometimes the order does matter. All right, she could send 3 books with 12 kids, or she could send 12 books with 3 kids. She could send 4 books with 9 kids, or she could send 9 books with 4 kids. All right, so I did that one, I did this one, I did that one, I did that one. I'm down to the last one. She could send 6 books with 6 kids. And I ran out of room. I'm going to put it up here. To do some work to figure out if you're looking for factors or multiples. Have a good day.